Okay, so in this video, we're going to talk about the different levels of organization found within the human body. So our first and most basic unit of all life is the cell. Now, a cell can be a single cell, organism like a prokaryote or a bacterium, or it can be part of a large multicellular organism. So when we talk about cells, especially eukaryotic cells, within them there's organelles that all have their own specialized jobs, and these organelles within our cells help our cells to become specialized and perform certain tasks that contribute to the functioning of the whole multicellular organism. Now, within the human body, we have over 30 to 40 trillion cells. Now, of those trillions of cells, we have over 200 different kinds of cells that all have specialized to perform certain tasks as part of one large human, right? So when we look at this, though, our cells they're not just located by themselves. When we talk about a group of cells all performing the same task, we call that a tissue. So let's take the beta cells of the pancreas, for example. So within the pancreas, you have different kinds of tissues. So a tissue is a group of cells that perform the same function. So beta cells form a type of tissue within the pancreas. And these beta cells, their job is to produce the hormone insulin. Now, insulin will help us to maintain our blood sugar balance and maintain homeostasis within our bodies. So here we have a tissue type, a certain group of cells that have a certain function. Now, when we zoom out, though, and where we find tissues, we actually find tissues within like a distinct structure called an organ. So an organ is actually made of more than one tissue kind of working together to perform tasks within our body. So here we have the pancreas that we just talked about. So within the pancreas, you have your beta cells that produce insulin, but we also have like alpha cells that will produce glucagon, an opposite hormone, right? So within the pancreas, there are different types of cells that all have specialized jobs. The pancreas also contributes to the neutralizing the acid from the stomach and the small intestine. So the pancreas has multiple jobs as an organ, and each of those jobs are carried out by different tissues within the pancreas that are made by specialized cells. Okay, now in this diagram here, we have a couple organs. We have the pancreas that has its own particular job. Then we have the stomach to help digest our food. And we have our liver that will detoxify our bodies. It'll help to balance our blood sugar. The liver does a lot of things for us, creates bile, etc. So each of these organs are made of their own tissues that have their own specialized cells. Now, our organs, though, will work in concert or together with other organs to form what we call organ systems. So when we look at organ systems, that is a group of organs that all work together to form a particular function. So we are familiar with like the circulatory system, you have the digestive system or the respiratory system, for example. So let's just take the digestive system, and you can see the digestive system is made of quite a few organs. You have the liver, you have the stomach, the pancreas, the large and the small intestines. If you look at the circulatory system, you have the heart and you have the veins and the arteries and the capillaries. So our organ systems are made up of groups of organs all performing like a particular function within the human body. Now, in my next video, we'll talk about homeostasis and how different organ systems can all overlap in working to maintain the health and well-being of the organism as a whole. Okay, good job.